Right now, we are live crossing to Scotland. His name is C.J.Miller. And yes, we all know that I have family that is C.J.Miller, but this is not my family. He has gone viral because currently the Commonwealth Games are on. And there he was, just, doing the Lord's work with Doris the Mop. And then there was a Hoover involved. And then next thing you know, he is viral because
Incredible.
he is dancing. CJ, Mop Man, good morning.
Good morning. I am creased that you have deep dived so much that you know that mop is Doris. Do you know what? 10 out of 10 journalism skills right there.
Well, thank you. That's how we do it here in Africa, CJ. Good morning. Let me show
Good
you.
morning. How are you?
I'm so good. So this is where we are at the moment. So you can see that
it's
is
gorgeous.
Shanga when you come and visit us. There's Devek. He's the man that told me about
Yo,
you.
man.
Actually.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Devek.
I'm great, man.
So, CJ, I don't even know where to begin because I have gone down such a rabbit hole now. First of all, you are one of the most phenomenal dancers, and hopefully this is going to be a step for you towards one of these like Dancing with the Stars or one of these other reality shows because you deserve to be on it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been an insane couple of days. Very sleep deprived. I am a step away from injecting caffeine into my veins, but it's been incredible.
And this entire situation, I mean, it's happened in the last few days. Have you noticed that already? Are you getting stopped? I've noticed that your Instagram following is shooting up, but like, are you there yet where someone's like, hey, aren't you the Mop Man?
Yes, I have had Mop Man yelled at me in the street. That has happened. People have been like filming me as I walk by. I met a lovely. There's a woman who I danced with yesterday, and apparently she is Queen of the Mops. She came up to me yesterday, and she's friends with the guy in New Zealand that does all the mopping, Andrew. And she came up yesterday. I've had some really lovely people come up to me.
Because I saw you had the interview with someone in New Zealand, and you were at Heart, Scotland, where everyone got invested and cleaned together. I mean, you are making cleaning trendy. Thank you for that.
But you know what? I'm sure mothers everywhere are very thankful for that.
Talking about your mom, I don't know if it was the interview with the New Zealand station where I think your mom popped her head in and they asked, oh, so was he a good cleaner at home as well? And you very quickly moved that conversation along. How on earth did you get the so-called cleaning job for the Commonwealth Games?
The company that do the entertainment there, Progress, I think they just sent out a casting call and one of my agents picked up and he was like, oh, are you free? And I was like, yeah, I'm free. I'm in between shows right now. I was like, I'm poor. Send me job. So they said, oh, yeah, come along. And, here I am a few weeks later, flipping about the Commonwealth Games.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, C.J.Miller is a 25-year-old. Yes, he's the Mop Man. Yes, we know him from the games, the Commonwealth Games. Mm-hmm. But you are a dancer by trade. You are a choreographer. You must have thought that your agent had lost their flippin' marbles when they were like, my boy, do you want to please go and audition for a cleaning job? You must have been, are you out of your fluking mind? And the next thing you know, it's the job that's like catapulted you.
Well, this is what was so insane. At first, it was like, oh, flash mob, like it'll be like a flash mob type of thing, and flash mob has turned into flash mop, and it wasn't until I got there that I was like told they were sending me bits of information at a time. They're like, oh, by the way, here's a Hoover. By the way, here's this, and then I was like, okay, so dancing with other people, or they're like, no, on your own. I was like, I'm going to look like someone's demented granny has escaped from the home.
Yes. And it was great, especially because, and for those of you who don't know, we have posted this up on our Instagram as well. But CJ is there, the one he's with, like a mop. Another thing, it's a full-on Hoover. Mm-hmm. And Queens, I want to break free starts. And as you said, you just like let it all out. Was this a pre-choreographed piece or you just out there really just letting it go and flowing with the music?
I'm winging it. I am the epitome of winging it.
That is amazing.
sometimes I'm go out there and I'm like, listen, that leg isn't coming up today. Like, I simply cannot.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I'm like, I'm not flipping about today. My back can't take it anymore. And we just, sometimes I have a little think before I go on. I'm like, what am I feeling today?
Yeah.
And then we just go with it. We see what comes out. And sometimes I'll come off and be like, oh, that was a good one. Or sometimes I'll come off and be like, that was absolutely atrocious. Yeah.
Because, I mean, honestly, we've been watching it already. People are starting to mimic your dance moves. I mean, you went into a full throttle worm. You used a Hoover like a pole, and it was just phenomenal. I mean, we just loved it. Nothing like a Scottish man to make us women look like we don't know how to do sexy. So thank you for that. But
I'm so sorry. I will issue a formal apology letter
thank you.
in the
Yes.
coming days.
Please do. And obviously, I mean, I think I saw that you were maybe ballet trained, jazz trained. Any other training that you have done? I mean, do you only count 5, 6, 7, 8, or do you know the rest of the numbers too?
Numbers are not my strong suit. Don't ask me to math. I don't math. No, as part of our training, we had tap, we had contemporary, we had ballet, we had jazz, we had aerial silks and hoop and stuff like that. We had
Wow.
some forms of street dance because I was a street dancer first, and then as I got older, moved into jazz, which is the true love. I love watching ballet. Please don't ask me to do it.
Okay.
It's not. It's difficult. Okay, people underestimate how difficult that stuff is, and I will
Yeah,
leave that to the
silly
pros.
hard. It's silly hard. I mean, look, this has all been a very fun thing, but I want to just go maybe a little bit deeper with you for a hot second because I don't think Scotland is much different from South Africa when it comes to the creatives. The creatives live in a world where they are expected to be on form all of the time. They have to just constantly stay fit. You never stop rehearsing. You get paid really little unless you're like, right at the top. And there's no support really from the crowds and everyone else. You just even said now, my agent called me for this job and I was like, I'm poor, give me anything. From a real perspective, how has work been for you? And I mean, hopefully this will start to give you more and more jobs, but just in general, how's it been for you? Are you like the struggling dancer or are you working a lot?
I think I fit into the category of somebody who never stops working, but the pay sometimes doesn't reflect that.
Yeah.
Um, I often get asked by friends what location are you in now? Like, when's your next day off? And, I'm balancing, a quote unquote muggle job, hospitality.
Muggle
Um,
job.
I, yeah, in the muggle life. Um, and choreographing and teaching and just churning out and teaching workshops and trying to build my own business. And, you're just churning out a mass amount of work, and you're just pushing yourself to keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm very lucky that I have my husband for support. I have my family for support. I'm up and down between England and Scotland all the time. Every year it gets a little bit easier, as my reputation and my work starts to grow. But it is still very much like, once all of this dies down, it is a case of, okay, is this going to bring more work? Or in a month's time, am I still going to be like, okay, how do I pay rent this month? How
Yeah.
do I pay for our food shop this month? We've got our honeymoon in March, and I'm like, okay, how am I paying for that? It never stops being a question until you've quote unquote made it. But even then, there's an illusion of making it. But you're always looking for your next job. You're always looking for that next payday. Um, no, it is difficult. And you know what? I appreciate you for asking that, because I think a lot of the questions that I've had right now are wanting me to be this, because at the end of the day, this is what this is. This is a character. I was hired to do a job. It is a job at the end of the day. And it is a character. And it has been hard. It's been, one thing after another. And it is sometimes hard to be like, right, positive, let's go, absolutely
Yeah.
like bubbly in, because then you're like, okay, when do I sleep? When do I have time to, do all this stuff for the other projects that are coming after this?
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, that was a very long-winded answer, so
No, there's
apologies.
never sorry. This is the one thing here, plays it in. Never sorry, never long-winded. Obviously, there was an answer that you needed to get out. And at the same time, when you are a dancer and a choreographer, when you're not actually at studio, you're choreographing in your head, you're choreographing in your sleep. Your body goes through a lot all the time. And I think people don't realize that. And yay for you that the Commonwealth Games job got you this, because no one knows when they're going to hit it. And the world didn't know, and I mean this respectfully, the world didn't know C.J.Miller, choreographer, dancer, until the Commonwealth Games job. And it just happened that you were the right person for that job, because the way you did it is what made it go viral. But at the same time, there's a newlywed behind the scenes who's trying to make it, and you're only 25, but you're already 25. So even then you're in that struggle of like, you're the youngest you've ever, that you're going to be, but you're also the oldest you've ever been. So it's this whole thing about being a man in his 20s. And like I said, newly married, doing the job, there's a lot. And especially in a world where I think that focus on men's health is a lot. This gives another opportunity for people to talk, because here's another man, confident, doing a job, going viral, but being able to speak about the fact that shit's not easy. It's not easy in 2026,
No,
Yeah.
no, it's a rough time to be alive. Grateful but struggling. I think
Yeah.
I should put that on a t-shirt. Grateful but struggling.
It's actually so, there's a beautiful saying, and I don't know what the word is, but one of the Nordic countries, when you ask, like, there's an answer to how are you, and their answer is awake and not crying. It's like, that's how average I am. I'm awake and not crying. It's like the most.
Getting it tattooed on my forehead. Yeah.
So listen, while we've got you here, and obviously we're going to cut all of this and put it up afterwards, you did mention your own business. So let's just have a moment here for Mop Man to punt himself. What is your own business? What are you doing? How do we support you? And how do we follow you?
Thank you so much. So I have my own training program, which is the Fifth Dimension Initiative, which is just about training dancers to look after themselves, training them to be aware of injury prevention and how to train safely, and also at looking at bringing back that core of what dance is, the social aspect, the connection, the emotional aspect, the old time Hollywood jazz, your Fred Astaire, your Ginger Rogers, your the comedy. Jazz hands. Your comedy, your Charlie Chaplin, all of this kind of stuff that's sometimes getting lost in. Okay, how many tricks can we do?
Yeah.
I'm very passionate about that, and just creating gorgeous works of art. And yeah, that's on my Instagram page. I've just choreographed a chorus line at Edinburgh Fringe.
Congratulations. That's cool.
Thank you so much. It's been a lovely time. So that's going to be on all of Edinburgh Fringe. I've got one day of performing on the 23rd. I'm covering one of our cast who's off for a wedding. So I'll do one day only.
Yes.
Like a celebrity appearance.
You look at your Mop Man, one day only.
Mop Man is Cassie and chorus line. Yes.
I wanted to ask you quickly, just like two random things. Two things that are really trending at the moment in South Africa, and I wanted to know if it's trending in Scotland and what you feel about them. The one is the move towards understanding the body and really seeing the importance of the fascial system. And I don't know if you say fascia, how do you pronounce it? But because you were talking about dancers and injuries, over here, everyone's looking at fascia, just like how fascia works, how injuries is mainly fascia. Are you guys on the fascia train?
I think it was touched upon in so the injury prevention isn't as prominent. Yeah, it's creeping up. And fascia was mentioned, but maybe I need to do some more research into
Listen to me,
fascia.
CJ. I'm serious. I think this might be a sign for you just to go and look up, even if you use your AI, whatever, the commonality between fascia and dancers, especially with the turnout and what that does for the lower back. It's a lot. And it's really remarkable, actually, when you look it up. I think maybe you and I can chat after this a little bit.
Yes, absolutely.
Are you guys all like obsessed with peptides? Every single person in South Africa now seems to be obsessed with peptides. Everyone's talking about this Wolverine stack and retatrutides and peptides, like blue peptides for copper, for skin, for hair, for weight loss, for cell health, for flexibility, for youthfulness. Are peptides a thing in Scotland?
Not as far as I'm aware. I have not heard this peptide craze.
Seriously?
But I feel like I was speaking to someone from New Zealand yesterday, and he said that Scotland seems to be quite behind on the trends. The UK are quite behind. So you know what? Maybe this is like when it comes in like 6 months' time, I'm going to be like, I knew this was coming. Like the X-Files.
So obviously you must have heard about back in the day, I say back in the day, a year ago or so, Ozempic made its way to the market, that weight loss drug people were all doing. And anyway, since then, so that was the start of the peptides. But since then, people are now injecting themselves for joint rehabilitation, for mitochondrial cell health, for brain health, for liver health, for just backward aging, and just peptides and fascia. Add those two things, say South African girl.
I know what I'm doing in my break today.
Okay. So we've kept you for so long already. C.J.Miller, please follow him online. We will make sure to share him as well. Look for the Mop Man, Commonwealth Games, viral dancer. Follow him, follow him, follow him. And if you land up seeing this anywhere in the UK, hire the man. Hire him, give him work.
Hire me.
Join his courses, his workshops. If you need someone to come and do, he's basically a celebrity now. So if your brand uses him for any endorsements, you straight up are going to be having like a proper influencer working with you. Hire C.J.Miller. Do it.
Yes. Say it louder.
Hey. Thank you so much for making time for Plays It In. We are so happy that we were the first station to welcome you to South Africa, and hopefully you'll have many more.
Yes, you've been amazing, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Let me let Vic say bye, because he's the reason I even got to know about you.
Yeah, man, Chaz, it was amazing. I saw it on social media. I did it as content, and I was like, I gotta message this guy. The worst that could happen, you wouldn't reply. And you did reply, so thank you so much for that.
No, thank you, Vic. You've been amazing. Thank you so much for reaching out.
Have the best day, CJ, and you go and clean up everything. And hold on, are you done now? Are you done at the Commonwealth Games now? Or do you still have to go back and do more cleaning?
Today's my last day.
Hey! Enjoy your last day of cleaning at the Commonwealth Games. We look forward to some more footage from today.
100%.
Thank you, I shall. Have a gorgeous day, guys.
You too. Bye, Scotland.
Big love. Bye.
Bye.